The Johannesburg Council today making fresh attempts to elect a new mayor after political parties failed to agree on a suitable candidate. There are 3 nominations thus far: Funzi Ngobeni from AtionSA, Mpho Phalatse from the Democratic Alliance, and Kabelo Gwamanda. That's a new name, but same party from which the previous mayor came from. Let's get the latest now. Newzroom Afrika's Ziyanda Ngcobo is at council. Ziyanda, good morning to you once again. Funzi Ngobeni, he previously was with the Democratic Alliance-led arrangement. What chances does he stand winning this with the ANC so confident?
You know, it's always interesting how the DA and AtionSA always have a very different version of events in terms of how things have been unfolding. Let's bring in Michael Beaumont from AtionSA. Funzi Ngobeni is your candidate. The DA says that you were trying to engage in last-minute talks when your numbers were just not numbering. Nevertheless, what are your chances?
I think let's just comment upon that for one moment. I think firstly AtionSA has put forward a candidate that is supported by 4 other parties, and the DA has put forward a candidate supported only by themselves. I think it's also important to point out that the last-minute negotiations were born of an approach that the DA has taken to these talks that has been fundamentally disruptive and put us in an environment where such talks were necessary. What I will say is that at the point last night where various parties had aligned behind AtionSA's candidate, if the DA had done so as well, the ANC and EFF could have been kept out. In terms of the chances, to answer your question, it is difficult to say. Certainly it is a long shot, but we do anticipate that there's going to be a protest vote from various parties in council today, including the DA and the ANC, for people who are unhappy with the instructions that they've been given.
So basically you're saying that the name of Kabelo Gwamanda is not one that the ANC and EFF and Jama-ah are rallying behind. Is that what you're telling me?
I think certainly not everyone in those parties will rally behind that candidate, and certainly it appears not everyone in the Democratic Alliance will rally behind what is actually a bizarre set of events that is, got us to this point in time.
I mean, we're on a caucus break for 30 minutes at the moment. Has the DA even reached out to you? Are they trying to talk to you, or do you think it's just their own internal issues?
No, it's their own internal issues. The Democratic Alliance has made it clear by their words and deeds that they have no interest in working with any other party in a world where the future is going to be coalitions. They've taken that approach to this meeting and they stand alone today.
If Kabelo Gwamanda becomes the mayor of Johannesburg, what will your next move be?
Well, I think we must remember to respect democratic processes. Just because we don't like an outcome of an electoral process doesn't mean that it's not a democratic process. We'll have to take that result. And I think our approach would be to offer him the idea that AtionSA will be a constructive opposition. We will hold him accountable to the extent that we need to. But if he does the right things, we will support what he is doing, because ultimately we must do what's right for the residents of Joburg.
All right, that's Michael Beaumont. He is the national chair of AtionSA. And we're on a short caucus break. We're expected to resume at 11:35. So the DA requested this caucus break at this stage, and we'll be seeing whether or not that's to still negotiate the numbers. You'll recall that yesterday they were in talks with the Patriotic Alliance, where they were asked, the PA was requesting that Kenny Kunene becomes the mayoral candidate, that is put forward, and the DA has rejected that. So 3 names have been put forward, and we're seeing that it's a much smoother process than on Tuesday, that the voting will get underway once the physical count of the warm bodies in this council and the chambers is actually done at 11:35. Koli.
Ziyanda Ngcobo, thank you very much live for us at the Johannesburg City Council there.